ice trap.
Radio shack.
This is Complex, Director. Any word from the freighter Achilles yet?
Yes, sir. She was delayed by storm, but expect to dock in about 2 hours.
Good.
OD, take a look through your glasses. 15 degrees off the starboard bow.
Aye, aye, sir.
How do you make it out, mister?
It's either some kind of debris or... No, I make it out a life raft, Captain.
Same here. Change course 12 points to starboard. Stand ready with a rescue boat.
There's just 4 of them, Captain. They're still out cold. Exhaustion and shock, probably.
A sorry-looking mess, aren't they? Must have lost their vessel. Strange we didn't pick up a distress call. Ah, well. Make them as comfortable as you can.
Look, Captain, they're beginning to come around.
What? What's going on here?
Fooled you completely, did we, Captain? Perhaps we missed our calling. We should have been actors instead of pirates.
Pirates? You should have been actors. We've got nothing to pirate here.
Not as yet, Captain. But very, very soon your holds will be bulging with uranium ore, eh?
You're nuts if you think you can pull this off.
You will do well to watch your tongue, Captain. We don't need you to manage this vessel. We are playing for high stakes, and each of us is quite capable of murder. Remember this, if you and your crew hope to survive the experience.
Roger. Western Mining, we are transmitting ID code and standing by.
Very good, actually. We have your code, and now assuming guidance control. Switch over, please.
Roger, WMT. Bridge, we now have guidance control. Acknowledge.
Roger. Achilles Bridge standing by, WMT.
Roger, Bridge. Your approach to mooring is looking good. Reduce engines to 1/3.
Reducing to 1/3.
Very good. You're in the approach slot. Maintain present heading and approach speed.
Ordinarily, you are required to report to the dispatcher for your bill of lading. But this time it will be different. This time you will profess illness and request the dispatcher to report to you here. Make no mistake, Captain. One false move, and I shall not hesitate to kill the both of you.
I believe you.
All personnel, stand by to secure mooring and commence loading.
Steady as you go. Stop engines. Secure all lines.
Captain Stern, the dispatcher has your papers and bill of lading waiting.
WMT, Captain is ill. Could the dispatcher make delivery to Captain's quarters?
Roger, will do.
All lines secure.
Commence loading. Okay. Chute secured. Let her go.
Now, if you'll just sign here, Captain.
I know where to sign. I've signed enough of these.
You'll have to excuse my patient's bad disposition. He should be getting his rest.
Of course. Hope you'll be feeling better soon, Captain. Good day, Doctor.
Anarep. Dr. Anarep.
And here are the Achilles papers and bill of lading.
Okay. Man, it's been a long day. Great Scott! Did you see this signature?
Why, no, sir,
Radio. Get me Washington Security Control. Priority.
Yes, sir.
I see. Yes. No, don't do a thing until you hear from our investigative unit. R&R, give me a position on Captain Fathom. Scramble it. Communications, code red over red. 730, Argonaut and North Pacific by satellite relay. Scramble it. Scramble it. It's a red over red communications, Captain. We're decoding now.
Okay, let's have it.
Proceed Western Mining Terminus, Complex 1-2, and conduct investigation. Red AAA Authority, urgent. It's signed Security Control.
Red AAA Authority. That's like being supreme high mucky muck of the world.
It has to be a world security problem. Western Mining number 12. That's that big uranium mining complex.
Heading 6-4 magnetic, range 943 miles.
Stand by to secure all lines. Then here she goes.
The pirates probably didn't know it, but our uranium ore freighters are all equipped with an ultra-high frequency identification code device.
Oh, that's clever.
Uranium ore is too valuable to risk losing. The loss of this particular shipment will set the world space program back 3 to 6 months.
Have you maintained a track on the ID code signal?
Oh, yes, sir, we have. It's presently headed for the Mid-Aleutian Arc. Range about 250 miles.
She's making better than 21 knots. It'll take almost 4 hours to catch up at our closing rate. What about this man who was with Captain Stern when he signed these papers?
Well, he seemed to be the captain's physician.
Dr. Anorep.
Short, stocky, about 50, wavy blonde hair.
That sounds like Anorep. Spelled backwards, that's piranha.
Piranha, of course. Why,
You'll get rid of your ore pronto, and to the highest bidder. I'll need the Achilles ID code frequency and a graph of your tracking pattern. Scramble it.
Yes, sir.
Piranha, huh? They don't make 'em any rottener.
Or craftier. You fixed on the Achilles position, Pee-wee?
Right on the money, sir.
That's what I mean. It's too easy. Too much of a simple chase. Piranha doesn't play that way.
We have a constant blip, Captain. The Achilles is stationary.
Range.
5 miles.
Not a thing. They've sunk her.
Sunk her.
Take us in close, Ronnie. Then we'll do a little scouting in the minifish.
I'm getting a sensitometer reading. There's a bomb somewhere on that freighter.
I'm getting garble and static on my headset. How about you?
Same here. Radio's on the blink, I guess.
We've spotted the freighter. About 50 feet down on the bottom.
Captain, do you receive me? Over.
Skipper, for crying out loud, there's a bomb in that freighter.
Oh, Argonaut, I know you're trying to raise us, but we don't receive too good. Is it important?
you're going to be blasted out of the water. Is that important enough? There's a bomb.
Better give it up. I still can't make you out. We'll let you know if we run into anything.
The holds are wide open. I guess we know they took the ore before they sank her.
What are we going to do? I know there's a bomb on that hook. It could go off any time.
Can't swim after them. They've got the only pressure suits aboard.
We haven't even got scuba gear?
Nothing. But there's one thing we can do.
The lifeboats are all missing. I hope Piranha had the humanity to set the crew adrift in them.
And you know, there's a bomb in that sunk freighter and the skipper don't know it.
We heard, Scotty.
Then hear this. We're going after him with the boat. And if the bomb goes off before we... skip it.
What? Hold up.
What is it, Captain?
Let's move in a little closer.
Why, it looks like...
A remote TV camera.
Are we supposed to smile or something?
Make an ugly face. Unless I miss my guess, Piranha is watching.
Aye, they spotted the camera.
Of course. Only an imbecile would miss it.
And now, if he just takes the bait...
There are no ifs. I know Fathom better than he knows himself. He'll take the bait, even when he knows he's taking it.
Captain, do you hear that?
Sounds like... What the...
There's a bomb on that freighter?
Okay, team, we get the message. I said we read you. Now get my submarine out of here. Scramble it!
Okay, he got it.
What now, Captain?
Let's scout around. That TV camera was short range. If anybody's watching pictures from it, they're not far off.
What are we looking for, sir?
I don't know. An underseas hideout, maybe. There wasn't much to show up on top.
How about that iceberg up ahead?
A good place to start.
Aye, Your Grace. He's sure taking your bait.
Almost blindly, wouldn't you say? I know Fathom's way of thinking so well. There's practically no sport to this fishing.
Argonaut, do you read me?
Aye, Skipper. We're reading and tracking.
These ruins are pretty clean. I think we can get good sensitometer response. Switching on.
Switching on. We have good presentation, Captain.
Limit your response to 15 feet.
Roger.
What's going on?
We're transmitting the atomic count of elements as we pass over them. If we pass over precious metals, we'll know it instantly.
Really?
Honest engine. You want proof?
Yes.
Okay, let's hold up here. Navcom, I have a non-believer here. Tell us what you read. Where are we?
Roger. Baked clay, that would be brick. Cement, iron, a lot of pewter, and powdery clay. Brass and copper. A lot of glass and cork.
My guess is you're over the ruins of a tavern, sir.
Well, don't guess. I want to know.
Yes, sir. You're on the top of a tavern.
Why, that's absolutely amazing.
It's not always that easy. It takes a good head to interpret the reading.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Get off the line, Pee-wee. I wasn't talking to you.
Sorry, sir.
Let's move on. Fort James is just across the street, wherever that is. coming in on the Fort James ruins. Be alert, NAVCOM.
Aye, sir.
Nothing yet?
Nothing unexpected, Captain. We're passing over a lot of hollow space.
Big room of some kind.
A dungeon.
Keep with it.
Sir?
Okay. What have you got?
I don't know. Could you maybe go back?
That's it. I read 195 to 198, Captain. That's platinum or gold under you.
No, I don't buy platinum. How strong is it?
Wait a minute. Real strong, sir. I lowered the limit 5 feet, and now I'm getting 107.88 true. That's silver. And beryl.
That's good enough, Pee-wee.
It doesn't look like anything.
Might have been a powder magazine or a granary. There has to be an entrance. This could be it.
It looks like a devil's slide in the center of the earth.
Why don't you wait here, Cash?
That's to that, lover.
Okay, then stick close. I think we found something, but it's a dead end jammed with silt. I'm using Cash's jet bottle to try and blow it clear. And we're getting somewhere. We found ourselves a door.
Can you hear me? Captain, you okay? Can you answer? Skipper, this is Sky. Heaven for crying out loud.
Wait, Scotty.
Skipper?
Okay, I'm awake. Quit your yelling. Cash?
Oh.
Easy now. Feel anything broken?
Oh, boy. Somebody put a big tree right in the middle of that ski jump.
That's okay. You fixed them, baby. You went right through their stupid tree.
No more trees. It's so full of snow. Please, I don't want to ski anymore. Please, okay? I just want to cuddle up by the fire and get warm and toasty.
Skipper? What's happened there? This canoe doesn't sound...
We either walked into a booby trap or somebody tried to knock us off. The blast scrambled Miss Calhoun's marbles.
Oh, no.
Can you get out of there, Captain? What can we do?
Well, give me a minute to think. The way we came in is sealed off. Why would somebody do that if there's treasure in here, unless there's another way out? Whoop, there's the treasure.
Really? What is it?
You name it, it's here. We're in a vault of some kind. The iron door we came through had never been opened. Well, there must be another way. Something else. Here's where somebody's been trying to cut through from the outside. Drill holes through the wall. They just about had it made, too.
Can you do anything with it, Skipper?
I'm going to try. Getting out my plastic nitro. You still got a bearing on us?
Yeah.
Better get over here and stand ready if I need you.
We're moving.
Steer 167, magnetic.
Right.
Go easy. It's only 400 feet. Pete!
Yo!
You and Freddie climb into pressure suits. Stand by in the airlock ready to jump out.
Roger.
Okay, it's done. Where are you, Scotty?
Coming in right over here, Captain. You didn't juice it too much, did you, Captain? That's a mess of bricks to come down on you.
I hope not. Stand by.
Pete, Freddie, get out there and get him out.
I'm okay. take care of her. There are a couple of souvenirs I want here.
Gentlemen, I've called you together to announce that I'm terminating all further investigation into the mystery of Morgan's ghost. Each of you has been most directly concerned with the mystery. You, Smithson, as harbor master. You, Black, as customs inspector. And you, Wanamaker, as prefect of police.
I heard rumor, my lord, of a disaster involving your submarine.
So did I. Claimed 2 lives, I believe.
What's that?
Oh, Morgan's bell, I suppose. Gentlemen, I am not announcing a disaster, but a success. The mystery is solved.
Solved?
Success?
Of course. There was never any Morgan's ghost. It was Morgan himself.
Avast there! Open this timber hatch!
No, it can't be.
What in the name of... Really?
Sir Henry Morgan.
Aye, me lord and gents, the same. Come to say I'll no longer be hearted. I've claimed me treasure, and I'll be gone.
No, it isn't.
What's that you say? Be ye doubting me word?
The treasure's mine. I found it. I worked for it. You can't.
So, it was you.
Look out! He's running! He...
That's for knocking me squarely.
That's your Captain Fathom, I presume?
The same.
Are you sure that's not really Morgan?
Captain Fathom. Disastro's Private War. At the headquarters of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral McGonigal places an important diplomatic call.
So I repeat, Fathom, even though it's just a routine call, we would like you to attend to the signing of the peace treaty between Cambuki and the Isle of Piete. What do you think?
And aboard the Argonaut, Captain Fathom cannot believe his ears.
Sounds absolutely ridiculous to me, Admiral. Neither Cambuki nor Piete has the equipment or the know-how to wage a war. I don't get it.
It's government policy, Fathom, so hot to it. McGonigal out here.
Oh, for Pete's sake, if that doesn't take the cake, I'll...
Policy is policy, Mr. Ambassador.
All ahead full, Ronnie. Let's get this mission on the road.
Aye, Captain. All ahead full.
And as the mighty Argonaut races toward the islands, on Cambuki, the chief says to Rudolph and his crew,
Now that I've helped you guys fix your submarine, maybe you wouldn't mind doing me a little favor.
And why not, mein Herr? Without your help, it would have taken us months to repair our U-boat. What can we do for you?
I have to sign a peace treaty with a presidente Pizarro of the island of Piete. You guys mind taking me there?
It will be a pleasure, mein Herr. Fritz! Hans! Jawohl, mein Herr!
Ja, mein Herr.
Prepare to get on the way at once! Mach schnell den Kopf!
and as the U-boat takes the chief toward the island of Piete,
There's some boat you guys have here. Makes my war canoes look like war canoes.
If only these dumbcops would have fixed the conning tower on this beschlugene submarine, we could have gone underseas. It would have been much safer there.
It was Fritz's fault, mein Herr. He busted it.
One of these days, Hans, I'm going to give you such a knock. Ooh, you're going to regret this.
Stand by! We are approaching the island of Piete! Prepare to dock! Mach schnell!
and as the U-boat approaches the island of Piete, the chief of Cambuki once again admires the controls.
Sir, this is some boat you guys have here. What's this, the air conditioning unit?
Suddenly, a torpedo is launched from the submarine.
are being attacked. Stop! We surrender! We surrender!
Ah, Chihuahua! With one torpedo they destroy our entire navy. There goes the old highlight game.
Holy cats! They're gonna think that was an act of war. Quick, you guys, let's get out of here. The heat's on.
Mach schnell, Dummkopf. Turn the submarine around. We must get out of here. Quick, before they bomb us to pieces.
Jawohl, Herr Captain. We surrender. Hey, don't go away. We surrender.
Sweetheart, you are a nincompoop. If they shoot a torpedo at us, we must shoot a torpedo back at them. I recognize the flag. It's the Chief of Cambuki.
The Chief of Cambuki? But why? We are at peace. We were going to sign a peace treaty today.
Peace, schmeece. If they shoot a torpedo at us, it is up to us to shoot a torpedo back at them. This is war, my dear.
Hey, Chihuahua, I don't believe it. We don't have enough weapons to stage a war. And the island of Cambuki has,
spears. All they have are spears. And even battle, love.
Ay, Chihuahua.
And aboard the U-boat returning to the island of Cambuki, the chief says to Rudolph,
Step on it, men. We gotta get back to my island in a hurry and prepare a defense. There's no telling what that guy will do, now that we've torpedoed his navy.
Do not worry, my dear. We will help you. We have weapons. Oh, this will be like old times.
Ja, mein Herr. We will help you. We have a cannon.
But we have no more torpedoes, Herr Captain. And that was the only one we had aboard.
Hans, you are a Dummkopf.
The United Nations ain't gonna like this. Boy, what a mess.
And later, aboard the Argonaut, Captain Fathom receives an urgent message from Admiral McGonagall.
Go ahead, Admiral. I read you. What's the problem? Over.
And back in Washington, Admiral McGonagall gives an order.
Fathom, you've got to get to Cambuki as fast as possible. There's a Red 1 emergency alert. A state of war now exists between Cambuki and Piete.
What the... Maggie, that's impossible. They've been friends for years. What happened?
The chief of Cambuki has just torpedoed Pizzasso's navy. Get there as soon as you can. Out here.
I don't believe it. What in the world could have happened? Give me emergency velocity, plainsman.
Aye, aye, Captain. Emergency velocity coming up. Stand by.
The mighty Argonaut races for the distant island of Cambuki, and aboard, Captain Fathom alerts his crew.
This mission is more important than you might realize, crew. If Cambuki and Piete get into a shooting fracas, it could prove disastrous.
I don't either, Skipper. Neither of those islands have the capacity for waging war.
You forget, Scotty. To maintain a balance of power in the world, all nations and countries were divided and have individual peace alliances between themselves.
I'll accept that.
No matter how insignificant the country, the minute one declares war on her neighbor, her allies must immediately take part.
I still don't understand, Captain. Unless Cambuki has a different peace treaty than Piete.
Yeah, and therein lies the rub. Both Cambuki and Piete are allies of the United States.
Holy Toledo! You mean if they go to war, the United States has to help them fight each other?
Yeah, or help them settle their problems peacefully. So, guess who's elected?
Boy, talk about responsibility.
Whee!
ETA, Miss Perkins.
We should hit Cambuki in another half hour.
Piete, El Presidente Pizzastro, and his Vice Admiral Jose prepare to take off on a peacekeeping mission.
Jose!
I do not wish to question you, Senor Presidente, but I am thinking you are making a big mistake.
How so, amigo?
When those Cambukians see us with these torpedoes, they will knock us out of the skies. And I cannot swim. I will be in much trouble.
You are wrong, mi amigo. When we return the torpedo, they will thank us for being so considerate. I will bet on it.
No bet, Presidente. If I win, I will drown. If you win, I will lose. So what's the difference?
Hold on, amigo. Here we go.
Good luck, husband. I shall keep the whole fire burning. Hurry back.
And aboard the Argonaut, Miss Perkins spots something on radar.
Captain, there's a plane or something heading for Cambuki from the island of Piete.
Could be a missile, Skipper. What'll we do?
Activate the aquaviewer, Liz. If Presidente Bazastro's using missiles, it can only mean he's got outside help.
Aquaviewer on, Captain. And look at that.
No, it's not a missile.
Looks like Bazastro's plane, Captain.
And going to bomb Kambuki. ETA, Liz.
15 minutes, Captain. They'll beat us there.
Oh, boy. Try to raise Bazastro on the intercom, Perkins. We've got to stop him.
While Miss Perkins tries desperately to contact El Presidente, back on the island of Kambuki, Rudolph alerts the chief.
But you must defend yourself here, Chief. The best defense is a good oven. This has always been true.
A good philosophy, Captain, but not the same as ours.
I do not understand, Herr Chief.
Somebody attack us, we surrender immediately.
Surrender? You would surrender without fighting? But why? How could you?
Simple, really. Somebody attack us, we surrender. Then they gotta take care of us. Be the luckiest day Kambuki ever had.
You got to be kidding.
Truman fighter craft, Herr Captain. 2 o'clock low.
Man your battle station! McNeil, you
We are ready, mein Herr. We will get Knuckle from the sky.
You don't think we ought to merely give up then? Am I right, Captain?
Get out in the rain. This is war. Please, allow us to take care of it.
Well, okay. If you guys want to take a chance on getting maimed, that's up to you.
I appreciate that. Rain, quick!
I'm going back to shore and watch. No sense in my getting smashed up.
10 miles, Herr Captain.
I mean, after all, if a guy wants to get his head shot off, that's up to him, right?
Stand by the cannon, Hans!
Jawohl, Herr Captain. We are ready, Bacon.
No reason for the chief of Kambuki to risk his valuable neck on misguided philosophies.
Rain, quick!
5 miles and closing, Herr Captain.
Captain, why don't you give me a call when this fiasco is over?
Moment! Firing, Hans! Fire at will! Just shooting them down!
And as Bazastro and Jose near the island of Kambuki. And too late, the mighty Argonaut arrives at the island where Captain Fathom says,
It's on, crew. There's a World War I submarine firing at Bazastro's plane.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. We're in the middle of a war.
Now that the war has begun, what can Captain Fathom do?
They're going to bomb him, Skipper. Look.
Oh, no. Don't do it, Bazastro. Don't do it.
And as the old warplane dives toward Kambuki, Jose makes an observation.
Madre mia, Senor Presidente. If they hit us with a cannon, it is all over but the Olay.
Do not worry, Jose. We will drop the torpedo near their submarine. That way they will see we mean no harm. Surely they will be grateful if we're kind enough to return their weapons. They will reward us.
See? They will explode us from the skies. Caramba, what a plan! Keep firing! They almost got us with the bomb! Punch now!
Jawohl, Herr Captain. You heard him, Hans. Come in, spy.
So now you give the orders, eh, Fritz? Sorry, I only take orders from Herr Captain.
Hans, please, fire the cannon.
At once, Herr Captain.
Don't worry, Hans. One day I get you for this. We have failed, Jose. We are now at war with Kambuki. What a sad day.
Excuse me, Senor Presidente, but I am not going to this war.
If your Presidente orders you to go to this war, Jose, you will go to this war.
Sorry, but I am an unconscious objector. That makes it impossible.
But who will defend our island, Jose? We need you.
How about your wife? She's a good fighter, no?
We'll go back to Pieti and discuss it.
You can order me. You can discuss it. You can do anything you want. But Jose, she is not going to this war. I am, how you say?
Chicken is the word, Jose. Chicken.
While El Presidente and Jose continue their journey home, aboard the huge Argonaut, Captain Fathom gives an order.
Stand by to come about, plainsman. 180 a port, emergency velocity, new heading 250 degrees.
Coming about, sir.
But that's Piete, Captain. I don't understand.
We've got to stop Pizastro. If we can get there before the chief of Cambuki retaliates, there's still a chance to stop this war.
And as Captain Fathom heads for the island of Piete,
So you see, my dear chief, we must bomb and invade Piete at once.
Oh, boy. The United Nations ain't gonna like this. But since he dropped a bomb on us, I suppose it's the thing to do.
Red, and prepare to set sail at once, Dumkap. Mach schnell, mach schnell.
Meanwhile, on the island of Piete, Captain Fathom and his crew meet with El Presidente Pizastro. And Mrs. Pizastro tells them,
This is a private war, Captain. There is no need for you to get involved.
On the contrary, Senora Pizastro, there's every reason in the world for our trying to keep the peace.
I do not understand, mi amigo.
Well, that's easy, Presidente. What happens to Piete and Cambuki could affect all the free nations of the world.
Suppose the United States were to help you in your fight with Cambuki.
And some other country decides to help Cambuki.
Now I am more certain than ever that Jose is not going to this war.
Someone has spoke to you, Jose? If I say you go to these war, you will go to these war.
But I am an unconscious objector.
You're going to be unconscious, Jose. Just keep giving my husband troubles.
Anyway, Presidente, for the sake of peace in the world, we can't allow you and Cambuki to conduct a war.
It would appear, my dear Capitan, that you can no longer stop the war. Caramba, what a fiasco!
Oh, no, those idiots. Why couldn't they wait?
and as the chief of Cambuki Island prepares to invade Piete, what can Captain Fathom do to prevent certain disaster? Again and again, Captain Rudolph von Messerschmitt shells the little island of Piete, and Mrs. Pizastro gives an order.
Jose, to the battle station. We are under attack.
Just because you give the order doesn't mean I'll carry them out. Since when does the President's wife give orders to his admiral?
You are an admiral?
It is true, my love. At the time, it seemed like a good idea, and we needed an admiral.
But I am the head of the Joint Chief of Staff.
So?
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 So I am ordering Jose to the battle stations, and right now. Underlay, peasant!
The chief of Cambuki and Rudolph von Messerschmitt plan the invasion.
Ah, come on now. You sure this invasion will work, Captain? I mean, really? There are only 4 of us.
We cannot fail, Herr Chief. We will surprise them without daring. But first, we soften them up with a few more verschlungene shells.
Hey, you like this invasion idea, Hans?
9. We could be maimed severely if they are not surprised. I don't like this idea at all. It is a gestunken idea.
I heard that, Dummkopf. I heard that.
Sorry, mein Herr.
Me too, Herr Captain.
Uh-huh. Boy, this is gonna be some invasion.
Commence firing, Jose! Give them what for!
That's all we can give them, Miss Head of the Joint Chief of Staff. We got no powder. We got no bullets. All we got is the what for. Whatever that is.
Mentiroso! Excuses, excuses! All I get are excuses.
Is that the only weapon you've got, Presidente? You don't stand a chance of defending this island with that thing.
We do have a top-secret weapon, senor. However, it is so deadly, I hesitate to mention it.
At this point, Presidente, I don't think you have a choice. What is this secret weapon?
It is a top-secret and deadly guided missile, Senor Fathom.
A missile? You have a guided missile?
See, Piete is not as old-fashioned as many people think.
Well, let's not just stand here, man. Take me to the missile. There's still a chance we can save your island. Well, it looks like a makeshift job to me, Presidente. How does it work? Atomic power? Dynamite?
Oh, no, Senor Fathom. We use Jose power.
Okay, I'll bite. What exactly is Jose power?
Now, Jose, she's climbed into the missile, okay?
Okay, then what?
Jose is shot from the top of the palace here, okay?
Yeah, then?
Jose in the missile lands next to the enemy submarine. He opens the hatch, he swims to the submarine with his drill and makes a hole. Now into this hole he puts a stick of dynamite. He lights the dynamite and the war is over. Clever, no?
Presidente Pizastro, that has to be the wildest scheme I've ever heard of in all my life.
I thought you might like it, amigo. There is only one thing wrong with the missile program, however.
Only one thing. What's that, my friend?
Jose is not going up in that thing. First, I would join the enemy. I told you this before, mi Presidente.
That you have, Jose. That you have.
Hey, Skipper. It looks like those fellas are getting set to invade. I could get to the Argo and...
No! We can't lend an active hand, Scotty. All we can do is advise and try to stop this mess.
Jose, she's got the idea, mi Presidente.
Anything, Jose. What's your idea?
Why we not shoot a secret missile at these gringos, and maybe it will scare them away.
You know, that just might do the trick, Presidente. Who fires this thing?
My wife, senor. She's the only one who knows the operation of the secret missile.
And I am ready, my husband. Jose, get me a match.
Ah, since it was my idea, I will go get you a match, Madam Presidente.
Scotty!
Yes, Skipper.
Get the crew aboard the Argo and take her out to sea. I don't want us involved in what's about to happen.
Got you, Skipper. You coming with us?
No, I've got to see this thing through. Contact you later.
Later, the Argonaut cruises away from the island. And on the palace wall, Jose is about to launch the top secret missile.
All right, Jose. 1 for the dinero, 2 for the show, 3 to make ready, and 4 to go.
Okay, Madam Presidente. Jose, she's like the missile. Stand back.
Right. Quick, everybody. Back to the wall.
Some war. If we give those guys enough time, they'll blow themselves right out of the water.
I suggest, Herr Chief, that now would be a good time to invade.
You don't think we could just declare a major victory and go back to Kambuki, huh?
That is not the way it is done. We must invade Vienna and capture the enemy.
But I've known Pizastro for years. Just doesn't seem right to me somehow.
On!
Jawohl, Herr Captain.
Prepare to invade! Buck, where?
At once, Herr Captain.
And on the island of Piete, Mrs. Pizastro corners Jose.
You did that on purpose, Jose. You could have destroyed all of us. You have ruined the top of our palace. You will be thrown to the sharks.
An accident, Senora Pizastro. It was an accident. Hey, Presidente! Those guys are starting to invade our island. They look serious.
You are my advisor, Capitan Fathom. What would you advise?
I suggest you sue for peace, Senor Presidente. Maybe we can negotiate an honorable settlement.
It makes sense to me. I like these honorable settlements.
Jose, you are a ninny-cum-poop.
So is your husband.
Presidente, I have an idea. You could make this skirmish an international conflict, but, I think under the circumstances, it's worth a try.
Anything, amigo. We need the help.
Well, let's get to your radio. We've got to contact the Argo.
And shortly thereafter, Miss Perkins, aboard the mighty Argonaut, receives a message.
Remember, whatever you do, don't hurt them. This is just a bluff.
I read you, Captain. We're on our way. Out here.
What if those jokers begin firing at us, Miss Perkins?
Right. We'd be sitting ducks. And if they use that cannon...
Too late to worry about that now. The captain's given us an order. All ahead full run.
Yes, ma'am.
New heading. Bearing 105 degrees.
I just hope the skipper's bluff works. We could get the Argo sunk if it doesn't.
On the island of Piete, Rudolph and the chief prepare to advance against the palace.
I still think this is a mistake, Captain.
Leave this to me here, Chief. I have the experience necessary for this invasion. This will be a snap.
Look, mein Herr. They're on the ball.
It is Captain Fathom, Herr Captain. Hello, Captain Fathom. Guess who's here?
Und you are a Schweinhund. What is the matter with you?
Sorry, Captain. I forgot for a moment where we were. Now hear this. Unless you people surrender immediately, we'll sink your boat and destroy you.
I knew it. We know you cannot do nothing, Mynheer Fathom. You have no weapons. Now we demand that you surrender to us.
Perhaps we should surrender, Capitan. He is correct.
Look behind you, Captain. Again, we ask you to surrender. What do you say now?
Himmel! It is the super submarine!
I don't know about you guys, but that's good enough for me. Let's give up.
If they sink the Undersea boat, Herr Captain, we shall be stuck in here forever.
Forever, Herr Captain. We have been lost in the war. One minute out of sight yet.
Hey, you guys win. We give up. What do we do now?
Come into the palace. We'll meet there.
Be right up, Captain. All right, boys, let's go. Surrender.
And within a few minutes, the war comes to an end.
All right. Now that you two have signed a peace treaty, there's no need for any further conflict. I congratulate you both on using your heads.
I never wanted a war in the first place, Presidente. I originally came over to sign our annual peace treaty, like every year.
I am glad, amigo chief. I too wish to sign the peace treaty, like every year.
Then why did you attack us with a torpedo, Senor Chief?
An accident. But then Captain Rudolph decided to...
Rudolph? Hold it, men. Where is that scoundrel?
They're making a run for it, Captain Fathom. They're putting out to sea. Caramba, look at them go.
Mendedoso! Why did you not tell us they were escaping?
You did not order me to keep watch. I only do what I am ordered to do.
Then I hereby order you to go into the dungeon and lock yourself up.
Sorry, but those kind of orders I will not obey.
You will obey if I tell my husband.
So tell him I still do not obey.
But Jose, it was your fault they escaped.
Huh?
I'm only El Presidente.
So you go to the dungeon. It's your island.
Arrest him, husband.
Fathom. Ghost Ship.
For hundreds of years, freighters have followed the channels of the ocean. These carefully marked sea roads are similar to freeways upon land. By using his compass and charts, the skipper of a freighter knows where he and his ship are at all times. Now, by sticking within the confines of the channels, he can avoid reefs and other charted obstacles, even though the ship be fog-bound. But sometimes, the unforeseen happens, and...
Skipper, great Scott! Look out the port bow!
He's ramming us. Give him the horn, mate.
Aye, sir.
Hard to port. We're gonna hit.
But the reef!
Turn this ship loggerhead.
Boiler, Skipper! They're gonna blow!
Man the lifeboat. All hands on deck.
He's taking on water, Captain.
Man the lifeboat. Get off this ship.
All hands on deck.
Abandon ship. Check the engine room. Make sure the crew is clear.
Aye, sir.
Clear the quarter deck. She's about to blow.
I just don't read you, Sam. If Chesterfield has this salvage operation and is making a profit...
What's your problem?
It's costing me a fortune, that's the problem.
You've lost me.
He's salvaging my oil tankers. There's more to it. My tankers have been running the Calico Reefs for years.
Yeah, I know that.
Suddenly, every one of them begins piling up. And Chesterfield is the only salvage operation in the area.
I'll see what I can do, Sam.
One more thing, Fathom. My captain's claiming in each case they're about to be rammed by a ghost ship.
What? A ghost ship?
He's our reliable men, Fathom. If they say they were being rammed by a ghost ship, they were being rammed by a ghost ship. Get me?
Okay. We're on our way, Sam.
Good.
Our course should be south, bearing 180.
180. Got that, Ronnie?
Switching course. New bearing south. 180.
A ghost ship. Now, really, Captain.
Just let me have our estimated time of arrival, Miss Perkins.
Speed, Skipper.
Full, Scotty. That fog doesn't affect us down here.
As Ronnie pushes the control levers forward, the mighty Argonaut begins to pick up speed, and in a few moments is racing toward a new adventure. Meanwhile, on the wrecked freighter, salvage operations are already underway.
Step on it, knucklehead. You're not being paid by the hour.
Up to it, you blasted knuckleheads.
Ooh, good. Yes, sir, my boy. There's a lot of money to be made in the oil game.
Weather forecast for tonight is more fog.
Fortune continues to smile. Get off the Maybelline. She sails again.
Argonaut races for the Calico Reefs. Miss Perkins makes an interesting discovery.
I don't understand this.
What's that, Miss P?
These blips. The large one seems to be a freighter, probably one of Basalt's. But there's a group of tiny blips that I just don't understand.
Can you get a fix on them?
I don't know. They come and go so fast that I...
Could be sea litter, Captain. You know, tin cans, bottles, and...
Approaching the reef, sir.
All back 2/3, Ronnie.
Aye, Captain.
That is strange.
Now would be a good time to try the aqua video transmitter.
Hey, good idea. Activate the screen.
Skin divers.
They appear to be working on those pipes. Miss Perkins, contact that freighter. I want to speak to her skipper.
Yes, sir.
All hands stand by for surfacing. Ronnie, bring her about, behind the freighter.
Yes, sir.
I got you, Fathom. You're going to follow us at periscope depth. But what if we run into that ghost ship? We'll take care of that. No matter what happens.
Stay clear of the reefs.
And if she rams us? He'll hit us first, Archie. Good luck, Captain. Steady as she goes, Ronnie.
Aye, Skipper.
The skin divers have disappeared, Captain. No trace of them.
We'll check them out later. Keep right behind that freighter, Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
Through the periscope of the Argonaut, Captain Fathom maintains an ever-present vigil on the slow-moving freighter. At the same time, within their secluded headquarters, W.P. Chesterfield and his man Slag wait patiently for their next victim.
Where is she now, my boy?
100 yards and approaching at about 10 knots. What'll we do?
Don't sink it. Sell it.
One more outburst like that, we put buckshot in your birdseed and let you shoot your mouth off.
80 yards.
Well, don't just stand there, lame brain. Start the projector.
You heard of you, lame brain. Start the projector.
Oh, boy. And now, my little long shot, stand by to salvage.
I like working for a guy with a sense of humor, Chesterfield.
That's because you're sick, my boy. Remind me to get you to a doctor.
There's the Maybelline.
I just love these old pirate pictures.
As Chesterfield and Slag turn on the ghostly image of Maybelline, the freighter, followed by the Argonaut, continue their course. Aboard the Argonaut, Captain Fathom makes an observation.
Great Scott.
What is it, Captain?
It is a ghost ship. And he's headed right for the freighter.
I knew it.
Hey, we're in the Calico Reefs, Captain.
Captain, there's nothing showing on radar except the freighter.
That's unbelievable. Are you sure, Miss Perkins?
Affirmative. If you see a ship out there, it has to be a mirage. My screen's blank.
Well, a ghost ship. What will happen next? Captain Fathom and his crew could see what was happening beneath the Calico Reef. They would fix Mr. Chesterfield's wagon in a minute.
What's the problem, my number one salt for brain? You look like an electric eel with a short circuit.
She hasn't changed course. That freighter's still on the way.
I knew we couldn't trust Maybelline. We've been working that ghost ship too hard.
Oh, boy.
Switch to Agatha.
The sea monster. She gets them every time.
I don't believe it. It's impossible.
What is it, Skipper?
It's a sea monster. Hey, now, wait a minute.
Now what?
The freighter's heading for the reef.
She's going to hit.
Quick, Scotty. Torpedo into the reef ahead of the freighter. Maybe that'll wise up her captain. They've panicked.
Torpedo set, Skipper.
Fire.
Hang out loud, mate. Veer off there. Veer off.
But that monster.
Hard to starboard, you swamp, before I belay you.
Aye, sir.
That was close.
In his underwater hideout, unaware that the freighter has missed the reef, Chesterfield can already taste sweet success.
All right, me little mud hen. Stand by to salvage the oil.
Hold it, Mr. Chesterfield. She's still on course and missing the reef.
Upon my word. What's the world coming to? Don't they believe in sea monsters anymore?
It's Fathom, Mr. Chesterfield. He's sailing the freighter.
Zounds. I might have known. Ah, Dumbo! Two things become apparent. We must knock out the Argonaut and feed that bird to a barracuda.
There goes the whole ball game. Oh.
We have any of those magnetic mines left?
Yeah.
Release one in the path of the Argonaut. Better yet, release two. Now's no time to fool around, my boy.
But the concussion could rip this reef apart.
You forget one thing, my hairy little mud turtle. If we don't get the Argonaut, they'll get out. But then, they say Folsom Prison is beautiful in the autumn.
980.
Well done, my boy. Glad to see you got the message.
Yeah.
Captain Fathom.
Miss B?
I'm not sure, but these blips suggest two small objects released from that reef ahead. They're approaching us.
Mine. Ronnie, all back. Emergency.
Aye, sir.
The mines, Liz.
50 yards, Captain, and gaining.
We're heading for the reef. What'll we do, Skipper? What'll we do?
Is this the end of Captain Fathom and his crew?
Right to surface.
Aye, aye, Skipper.
Range, Ronnie.
10 yards, and we're going to hit.
Surface. And all ahead full.
Done and did, my little swamp lily. And we're still alive and kicking.
That was close.
The ship is sinking, mate. Save the room. Ah!
You're going to look just marvelous as a paperweight, big beak.
Ah, this is more fun than a pocket full of wet oysters.
We've lost the freighter. She's getting away.
Give her a torpedo. Right, little Ponza.
Uh-oh.
And that'll blow our whole operation.
And we'll tow the pieces to the reef. Nobody'll ever know the difference.
Good thinking.
This ought to be good.
Torpedo ready. Fire.
They've launched a torpedo.
It's heading for the freighter.
Give me a fix, Perkins. Scotty, stand by the laser beam.
You'll never do it at this range, Skipper.
The fix, Perkins.
400 yards. In 3 seconds, 150.
Got that, Scotty?
On target.
Okay, mark.
Done and did, Quasimodo. Stand by to salvage.
I'll be a bloomin' son of a sea bass. We missed.
Most amazing. I thought I felt the explosion.
It's them what done it, Mr. Chesterfield. It's that Fathom gang. They're still about.
How I hate a hanger-oner. Is it still foggy out, my boy?
Like cotton.
Then put on the burning freighter film. When Fathom sees this classic, he's duty-bound to go to the rescue.
Now you're talking.
As soon as he's within range, give him a lady finger right in the belly.
This is one torpedo I'll be glad to launch.
Freighter blip reaching the edge of the screen, Captain. She made it.
No such luck, Perkins. Looks like they've caught her amidship. She's burning in two and beginning to sink.
Impossible, Captain. That freighter is more than 20 miles out. And there, she's out of range.
All ahead full, Ronnie. If our freighter friend has made it safely through this reef, then that has to be a passenger vessel dead ahead.
There they go, Mr. Chesterfield. They grabbed the bait.
My boy, when that torpedo strikes the Argonaut, you will witness one of the greatest pyrotechnical sequences of all time.
I don't get you.
The Argonaut's an atomic submarine. When her furnaces erupt, she'll make the 4th of July look like a cap pistol.
Oh, boy.
Stand by to launch torpedo.
A motion picture of a burning vessel. Then Captain Fathom racing to the rescue. Will he discover this trick in time?
Steady as she goes, Ronnie.
Right, sir.
Captain Fathom, will you listen to me?
Make it quick.
That burning freighter does not register on radar. There's something dreadfully wrong here.
That is an understatement, Miss Perkins. Stand by to surface, Scotty. Ronnie, all ahead full. What do you make of it, Scotty?
Yeah, he said me there's a burning vessel dead ahead, Skipper. But why don't she make a mark on radar? And how can she float in the air like that?
There's your answer.
What, in blue blazes?
A picture projector, Scotty. And unless I miss my guess, an epic by W.P. Chesterfield.
Captain! Torpedo heading toward us.
Pull the plug, Scotty. Dive! Dive!
Just like shooting a can on a fence. We're right on them.
Remind me to put another gold star in your brownie chart, Slag.
Torpedo, Perkins.
She hits us in 7 seconds.
Hello, Davy Jones.
The laser beam, Scotty.
On target, Skipper.
Never mind the range. Fire! Fire!
We got him. But she didn't explode. She's on the bottom.
Stand by to salvage. Well, don't just stand there, my boy. This is the prize catch of the season.
You all okay?
My ears are ringing.
Busted lines in the furnaces, Skipper. But the automatic cutoff is working. No danger there.
You feel up to another go-around with a laser, Scotty?
Just name it, Skipper.
Perkins, get me a bearing on that reef.
Range, 258. Relative bearing, 123 degrees.
Fire at will. Fire. That did it.
Yoo-hoo-wee!
Get this baby to the surface, Ronnie.
Yes, sir. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times.
I know. Don't mess with Captain Fathom.
Ah, Dumbo. Uh-oh. My only regret is that I didn't trade you in on a pocket full of grapes a long time ago.
Ahoy, Chesterfield. You need a lift to the brig?
I can't say as I appreciate your humor, Fathom. I've swallowed enough salt water to float the Queen Mary. with a full crew and passengers aboard. An uncomfortable situation, to say the least.
I'm surprised at you, WP. You know you couldn't get away with this.
I've only one thing to say, Captain.
Yeah?
Know anybody that would like to buy a good used salvage operation?
Whoa, boy.